Right now, it takes an average of 5 years for wind and solar resources to connect to the grid, which is unacceptable when these are the cheapest resources we have to meet growing load. I'm Mike O'Boyle, and I'm the Senior Director for Policy and Strategy at Energy Innovation. America needs a transmission revolution. We built out the high voltage transmission system in the mid-20th century, and since then we've seen very little innovation and very little new construction, especially in the last 10 years. And now we're seeing explosive load growth. So this is a massive opportunity for America to build big things again and lay the groundwork for a highly electrified system in the future. So there's no transition without transmission. We have to expand the US transmission system rapidly in order to meet our climate goals and cost-effectively deploy clean energy resources. The problem is, it takes too long to build transmission, 10 to 15 years on average for large interstate lines. So we have to innovate our way out of this problem, and thankfully, lots of technological solutions are available to do that. One opportunity for innovation is advanced conductors. So advanced conductors carry a lot more current than existing conductors, and you can string them along existing transmission towers and rights of way. It's like adding lanes to a freeway without building an entirely new freeway. Another innovation imperative is grid-enhancing technologies like dynamic grid control. So these technologies help reroute power to where there's excess transmission capacity from congested lines. And the remarkable thing is, they're a small fraction of the cost of a new transmission and can be deployed in a matter of months as opposed to 10 to 15 years. These are the things we have right now to increase grid capacity and meet growing load from data centers and electrification, and we're massively underutilizing them. Another innovation imperative that we have to solve is accelerating interconnection of new resources. Right now, it takes an average of 5 years for wind and solar resources to connect to the grid, which is unacceptable when these are the cheapest resources we have to meet growing load. Thankfully, new AI capabilities enable us to much more rapidly study and iterate on these interconnection agreements and get these resources onto the grid much faster. One moonshot is a global grid. So this is a vision for the grid where we not only connect our neighbors and our states, but we connect with the rest of the world with a high voltage direct current transmission system. This is really helpful because different countries have different high potential renewable energy resources, and a global grid can help foster sharing and trading between countries and help us integrate renewable energy at true speed and scale. Be interdisciplinary. Study multiple disciplines like electrical engineering, like policy, and try to understand what barriers exist, not just technologically, but institutionally to transmission. Another piece of advice I would give to someone coming into this space is study what's going on around the world. Many countries have different experiences and are adopting different innovations at different scales, so there's a lot to learn by looking internationally at what's going on in the transmission space. One thing I wish people understood is just how much more we can make out of the transmission system we have. So the transmission system that we have, it's already been permitted along corridors or rights of way. And those rights of way hold massive potential to increase capacity without encountering many of the permitting challenges that face new high voltage transmission. So focusing on those opportunities in the near term while laying the groundwork for long-term expansion and new rights of way is essential and the right way to solve this problem.